Hi everyone, welcome back to Liz's Scrappin' Studio. I am going to finally unbox the Stampin' Up! Advent calendar. So I got this back, I think, must have been in October, and I have waited to work on this because I really wanted it to be sort of a December thing. And so I had other things going on in October that kept me really busy. And then somehow November kind of got out of control as well. And so I didn't actually have time to actually open the Advent calendar and do anything with it. So what I wanted to do is in December actually do the Advent calendar. And I know a lot of people have unboxed it, and a lot of people are unboxing Advent calendars from other companies as well. And they're like unboxing all of it at once. And I don't know, I guess to me, the purpose of an Advent calendar is to open it up each day and be surprised by the goodie that's inside. So I'm going to do a video for the 24 days of December with the Advent calendar. This will probably be the longest video of all of them. The other ones will be hopefully shorter. Some of them I might make projects with. Some of them I may group things to make projects with. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to play out right now. I don't have a plan, but I did want to highlight it in the month of December so that if it was of interest to you, what was in it, or just give you another look at it if you saw it way back in October when it was released and you forgot about it. Hey, we're going to revisit it. We're going to play with some of the things. So the first thing is that it does come with its own stamp set, and this stamp set is exclusive to the Advent calendar. And it actually has a lot of really usable sentiments and images. So there's a miss you, healing hugs, thinking of you, proud of you, love you, for someone extra special, big thanks, happy birthday wishes, or birthday wishes. I think all of these things are really, really usable sayings that you can use over and over again. And then the images are pretty generic. You've got a flower, you've got some leaves and some other little flowers here. You've got what looks like a cupcake, another flower with centerpieces and things. You've got a butterfly with a little body, and then you have the heart up here. This is a photopolymer set, and so it comes, the sentiments come in one, and then the images come in the other, and hopefully you can kind of see that. So I mean, they're good size images, and they're, again, like I said, I think they're really good sayings that are usable, that come as part of this kit. This is $99 in the US, and it is still available. I checked before I started filming this first video. So anyway, so the 12 days of crafting Advent calendar is the stamp set that will come with this. It comes in this really nice box. And then when you open it up, you will see the Advent calendar itself. So I'm going to pull this out. If you've got a use for this box, it is a really nice box that you can use to wrap a package in. It's a nice solid cardboard box. So it is shrink wrapped. It does have a shrink wrapping around it, and it is a pretty box, I must say. And we're going to go ahead and open this up. So I'm going to just come to the edge here. We're going to go ahead and slice this open. I'm not a huge Advent calendar person in general, so it's not like I go out and buy a lot of Advent calendars, but this is the first time that Stampin' Up! Has done one of these, and so I thought it would be very interesting to see, what they had put in and what usable item we would have out of this calendar. And we will make some projects out of it. I don't know that we'll make a project, like I said, with every item, but we'll certainly group items together. All right, so now that it's unboxed, it opens up. So it's opens up like this, and it has all of the boxes labeled. So we have one, just looking around trying to get my orientation, two. So they're not all in order. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we've got 12 and 12. So this is a 12-day advent calendar. So it's not 24, it's just 12. And again, it has this really nice hinged opening for the box. And so we are going to start and we are going to look at day 1. And so day 1 is down here. And again, like most advent calendars, there's a little window. And if you're careful opening it, you might be able to reuse this for something else. So maybe you can make it into an advent calendar for grandkids or for another use. And so when you open this up, number 1 is a set of dies. And there's quite a few in here. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to close this up and slide it off to the side, and we're going to take a look at these dies. So I'm going to just pour them out. So we've got the flower die, which looks like it fits this stamp here. So we're going to just take a look and see if I can align it. And it does look like it will die cut out that stamp set. So that's a great thing. There is a die that does a rainbow, and it's got a scallop edge. So we'll have to see how that looks. We've got another flower, and that looks like this will die cut out this other stamp here. We have a leaf, and that will die cut out the leaf stamp. Let me just see if I've got something here that I can put behind here to make this look better, because I'm not sure this is showing up very well. So again, we've got a die that will cut out this, what looks like will cut out this stamp. I'll have to do it the right way like that. We have this die that looks like it will cut out this stamp. A leaf that will cut out that leaf. Then we've got another leaf stamp, or another leaf die. This looks like this is separate. It doesn't match any of the stamps, it doesn't look like. We've got another flower die. So I can put this down now, I think. So we've got individuals, so we've got that one. And then we have a butterfly. And I don't think that, no, this is much smaller than the butterfly that's part of the stamp set. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dies that you get with this particular day 1, that are part of the stamps, or is part of this advent calendar. So this is kind of fun as far as that goes. So let's go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and take this die set, or the stamp set, and we're going to go ahead and use it and use the dies that came with it. And we might be able to do a quick little project here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my block. Let's see, do I have a good block size here out already? See, this is how organized I am. I don't even have things out to use. Okay, so I have a good size block. This is a 2.5 by 2.5, close to my heart block. I'm going to go ahead and put that on. And I am going to season this because I have not used these stamps. And with photopolymer stamps, it doesn't really matter the ink pad you use. It's much better to season your stamps just by rubbing it on your skin to get a good impression. If you have a little bit of padding underneath as well, on the Versamat, if I flipped over my Versamat, I can do that. Especially for large stamps like this, you will get a little bit better impression the first time if you have a little bit of padding underneath. All right, so let's start with, what color should we do? You know what? Let's do Berry Burst. I feel like I'm in a purple mood today, purplish pink mood. So we're going to do Berry Burst, and I'm going to go ahead and tap this on. Again, these pads are super juicy, so you don't want to press down too hard. You do want to see that you have a good impression, and then we're going to go ahead and put that on. So I didn't quite get a good impression there in the middle, but that's okay. This is just a practice round anyway. And let's see if I've got some scrap paper around that I can use. See, this is what happens when you are not organized. All right, so we got some scrap paper here. And I don't have a cleaning chamois with me, so I'm going to just take that ink off. Again, I could probably have done second generation on this and done another flower, but we'll go ahead and just go like that. And we'll put this back here. Try and get it on there so it's good. All right, so we're going to do this other flower here, and let's see. This looks kind of like a sunflower to me more than anything else. So, you know what? Let's do crushed curry on this one. Let's do something a little bit different. We're going to do a crushed curry. So again, put it on our block, season it up, and then go ahead and stamp that. Hey, that looks good. Okay, so let's go ahead and take off the extra ink here. Now this one looks like both of these need centers, so we'll go ahead and grab those centers. And just looking at them, I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to see which one I think is the center. So I think this is this. I'm going to call this the center for the sunflower, because that looks like that works. And I think this is going to be the center for this flower. I think that's right. That looks good. Okay, so we're going to grab a smaller block and we'll start with the sunflower, and we're going to change this out, color out, and we're going to go with, let's go with copper clay on this one. Okay, again, the smaller ones you don't necessarily have to season as much, but definitely those bigger ones. So we'll put that right in the middle there, clean that off. I'm just wondering, should I use that one? No. Again, I'm not always sure which stamps go with which. I will say that's one of the things I'm still trying to learn with Stampin' Up, because it's not as intuitive to me as the old Close to My Heart ones were. Okay, so with Berry Burst, let's do Petunia Pop. No, you know what? I think we'll actually do Crushed Curry. I think that'll be better if I can get it open. There we go. Another reason to do crushed curry is that if I use this on the same card or the same embellishment, then we've got colors that go together. So that would be another reason to bring in the crushed curry as that center for that particular flower. Okay, so we've got that. And let's see. We did have another die that we can go ahead and stamp as well. And that is the small leaf down here at the bottom. So maybe let's go ahead and grab that one, and let's do a few leaves. And we are going to use, I think we're going to use Old Olive. It's the most natural leaf color of the stamp color, of the colored pads. So we're just going to stamp a few of these. We'll cut those out to add there. And then I think we are good. All right, so I am going to go ahead and take these and die cut out these pieces, and then we will go and take a look at how all of these look. All right, so I've got everything die cut out. One of the things I did notice is this leaf die that I thought would work with that small leaf stamp. Theoretically, it would work, but lining it up is not super easy. So you can see I have quite a large white border. Because it's a solid die, it's not an outline, I can't see where it goes. So it probably isn't meant to cut this out, but I actually do kind of like the fact that it creates this cut in the paper that where I stamped it, it makes it look a little bit darker, like a vein. So I might still try to do this and maybe do a better job of lining up. even though I can't really see, or maybe stamping after I die cut these out. That might work better. This one that is the rainbow creates a really cool negative space. So because it's got the scallop on the outside, you end up with this piece that's a really cool negative space piece. And then you have the rainbow with the scalloped edges, but you also get all of the rainbow pieces get cut out. So if you did this in these five different colors, you could then use the rainbow, the pieces that were cut out, to make rainbows with, in addition to this piece. So I thought that's really cool, and might be something that I go ahead and do. The leaf and the butterfly, again, are really standard kinds of, I'm just finding my little pokey tool so that I can poke this out. This one's probably too big. That one's probably too big. Let's see. Nope, I don't have the right tip on that one either. Let's get, let's see, is this one smaller? Is that the same one I just had? That's the same one I just had. Let me find something to poke this out with. Okay, here's some tweezers that I can use. All right. So again, these are smaller dies. So, but again, really fun leaf shape that you can use. And then with the butterfly, it's got a center piece that you pop out, and then you have the outline. So you could actually do something very similar with this one that you could do with the rainbow, where you could cut this out of a couple of different pieces and then take the punch out pieces and put back them behind that, behind each one of these wings, or you could leave it open just like it is. All right, so these guys are the easy ones, and you can see really nice flower cutout. Really like that they gave dies that matched some of the stamps. That doesn't always happen, so I think that's really cool. Okay, so there we got that one. And then this is the last one. So this is the other flower that doesn't have a matching stamp. And let's see if we can poke this guy out. And this one I did in Cherry Cobbler, because it was just a small piece that I had. And then you've got that really nice open flower. So that's really pretty. That could probably, depending on the color, you could probably lay that on top of this one too. So that would look really nice if we had if we did it in a different color. So that's an option there. And then you've got all the little pieces here that you don't need. So this is a pretty intricate die set that that comes with this first day of the Advent calendar. All right, so with that, I'm going to set these guys aside, and I'm going to see what else comes in the next couple of days. And let's see if we can build maybe a card off of this as an option. And if this is just to see what other surprises we get going for the next couple of days. All right, so day one, a set of wonderful dies that you can use with your stamp set and individually. All right, everyone, we'll see you tomorrow for day two's opening.